Everybody say hello. And in this video I wanted to cover up some of the most commonly asked questions about meditation. And so many people start to do meditation, many people to start thinking what it is, wondering what it is, not knowing what to do, and they ask several questions. And the first one I think is most common, which I have heard, is energy, and it helps you get into the deep state, like get into the out of connection with the body state. So I would suggest this to do like a long no thought or a deep meditation or energy meditations. So the second, I will expand a little bit this question. So compared to a sleeping position is more relevant to when you want to do some kind of hypnosis or regressive therapy. It's I think more better to do like a relaxed back and sleeping position. It will help you to get more in a floating state where you can completely relax while not feeling your body. This will help you to get, I think it will be better to do like if somebody then asks you questions, what is your previous incarnation, what do you see, and stuff like this. It helps you to relax your body so you don't feel that body very much. And and the channeling state is really common of feet touching the ground, sitting in a chair, and your hands and fingers together. It's really common because those beings want to like ground that energy. You must have feet touching the ground, so those beings want to ground that energy. And use your fingers like to amplify energy, because when you hold your hands like this, more energy is being focused on top of the head. The energy constantly moves through your hands, moves through your feet, and when you close your hand energy center, so it gives higher energy resonance on top of the head. So there is some kind of technique, or there is some kind of use for all of them. It really depends on what you're looking for. For deeper no-thought meditations, lotus position if you want to feel more energies, lotus position if you want to do some kind of a floating, relaxed meditations, and like regressive therapies, know your past life and stuff like that. I would suggest to use the sleeping position. And if you want to do channeling, so that's fine when you sit in a chair and your feet touching ground. But keep in mind one thing, that once you are practicing many times these meditation courses or whatever, your body will feel what it wants, and your body, you have to just let it all go, and your body align to that feeling of which the body wants to feel, which the body wants to take, or which position. So it's really necessary to listen to your body. And there is another thing for like remote viewing and for like psyche abilities and stuff like this. I think it depends, but as a practitioner, as a beginner, for you, I would recommend the sleeping position, balanced temperature, no sounds that you hear around, completely relaxed body, that you don't feel any discomfort and any pushing sensations in your body. You know, when you maybe sit, your feet get tired, and then you have like tired feet. So nothing like this in sleeping position. So it'll help you to focus on the thing you're trying to project, or whatever you're trying to do. And for out of body, it also depends. For out of body experiences, actually I had a little information about meditation. I will share it. But for out of body experiences, it can be both. I had out of body experience while I was sleep position meditating. I have out of body experiences when I was in lotus position. I think I would recommend them both to try out, but for lotus position, I will definitely give a recommendation, because you stay more focused. You stay more focused, because in sleep position, sometimes your body just goes to sleep and it's off. Okay, so question number 2. Should I listen to music or should I meditate in silence? This is really a common question also. I think if you are a beginner, and I think music has good energy, and music has powerful energy. I remember all my meditations when I was meditating at the beginning, I had them in, well, music was guiding me. Like, music is, the beautiful sounds, flutes, and maybe piano, maybe some beautiful shaman voice or something, maybe like drums. They help you to get in more closer to a no thought state. For example, if you are like stressed, if you are thinking a lot and you want to meditate and your mind is constantly pushing you away, throwing you many thoughts and, doing all sorts of noises, or maybe you feel some panic inside, maybe there's energy moving around up and down, and you cannot relax because you had a busy day and stuff like that. And I recommend in those cases music, because what will music do? It will put you in a beautiful sound, it will put you in a beautiful music state, it will put you, and it will guide your body to feel relaxed because of the music of what you hear. It will help your body to get, and your mind to get released, relaxed, peaceful, and in a way your thoughts will just slowly vanish, and maybe at one point you will feel that the music is so loud, the music is bothering me and stuff like this, and then you can turn off that music. So I do recommend this for beginners, and do recommend those who have busy thoughts and had a busy day. But when you continue on meditating, when you're continuing on your practices, there will be a point where you want to be in a complete silence, in a complete just no thought state, or mindfulness state, nothing's going on, and you feel this pleasure, this comfortable about being present with your body at this moment, and there's nothing else that you want to feel, there's nothing else that you want to sense, there's nothing else that you want to hear. So this is type of meditation. So you can meditate with music, and you can meditate with the silence. Keep silence. Just stay and keep silence, and allow yourself to feel yourself throughout this moment. But still, there's nothing wrong with listening to music, and there is nothing wrong with being in silence. It's just a matter of you allowing yourself to feel the quietness in yourself, feel the I would say balance of the energies, feel the emptiness of the body, feel the quietness of the body, and feel the pleasurable feeling that you have while being present at this moment. So number 3 is, how long should I meditate? And this is a funny thing, because it doesn't matter how long you actually meditate. 1 minute, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. If you are already had deep meditations, so if you have had deep meditations, if you have had these deep meditation states, you can relax completely in 1 minute or less, and you're like, and you're already, energy comes, and you're already, body expands, and you're already in the meditation state. But to learn this, you have to, so you can jump into deep meditation state, energy flow state like this, maybe sometimes 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 minute, sometimes it's instantly. It matters for you. The thing that matters here is your I would say your skill, but it's not skill, it's like your how many practices have you had, and have you learned to let it all go. You can meditate for 5 to 10 to 20 minutes, it's completely with you. But for many people, they in a sense meditate, they're having difficulties. For example, if you are having difficulties of meditation, you know, like, I don't know these English terms, I have heard them: frustration, active mind, active energies, you know, something is always going down. You cannot find a peaceful state, you cannot find a state where you feel relaxed, when you feel empty, when you feel nothing's going on, when you feel no thoughts. If you're having difficulties of this, I really do recommend to do long meditations a couple of times. Have an argue with yourself, with your mind, fight your mind, try to do breathings, you know, try to, you know, just be there for an hour or more. Be in the meditation for an hour or 2 hours, 1.5 hours, or several times, maybe a month, maybe, you know, just for several times, doesn't matter the period, until you find that, hey, for like 10 or 15 minutes, nothing's going on. I don't feel my body anymore that much. I don't feel my breathing that much. All I feel is just an emptiness state. All I feel is just a pleasurable emptiness state. All I feel is a calmness and relaxed state. And for those who have not meditated or don't have like this, they usually sit and meditate. Those people usually sit and trying to think, what should I feel? How should I feel? What is the goal in meditation? What is the purpose of meditation? Should I feel some energies, or should I see something with my third eye, or should I see my higher self, or should I see my lower self? And they're, you know, just constantly chattering about something. And many people also try to meditate to achieve their goals, to create a manifestation or something. Just stop that, and for an hour or two, just sit in meditation. And try to attend no thought state, nothing going on state, peaceful state. Just observe the breathing. And another question, actually, it's a funny time now. It's I think it's some kind of 19th of November. Usually it should be full of snow and people playing around, buying presents already or something like this. But what I see is somebody's growing their cabbages. It's green grass right here. And today at the morning I saw how one person is mowing the lawn, and I was like, oh, crazy. And it should be really funny that people think that global warming is just some kind of a noise. No, definitely not. Okay, so how to quiet down the mind? How to, this is the fourth question. I think it was fourth question, and there is no recipe. There are only methods. And the fifth question, it'll be how to distinguish whether this is an information, energy, or this is my mind. So this is the fifth question. So how to quiet down the mind? There are many methods. I think you can Google online and find which suits you the most, or which works for you the best. So basically, there is no built-in method that will work for everybody. But definitely, the methods I work for me are just feel how your body feels when you are breathing. Just observe how your body breathes. When you breathe in, all of your body expands. When you breathe out, every cell, every organ you have, like moves in, breathes in, moves in, and slowly you get into this. Well, just observe this, just feel this. Stay tuned to the observation point. Just feel, observe what's going on. Just feel and observe of what's going on. And then a thought comes and distracts you from this feeling, tries to, hey, yesterday we did this, and maybe we should worry about something else, and maybe we are not doing it correctly, and stuff like this. Just like, wait, I lost the feeling of the body, how it feels. I lost the breathing feeling. I went away from it. Just take another deep breath in and deep breath out, and allow your breath to guide you. Allow your breath to be the guidance. Just stay tuned to the sensation of the breathing. Just be with it. And this is like a mechanism that puts you back into the breathing state, into the no-thought state, into the observing state. Okay, so this is one state, but if you are having really difficulties of these thoughts, there are so many information about this. I will not share them these videos. All those methods, there would be like you can make one big video only about how to reduce the methods of how you can reduce the thoughts. But I think the most easiest would be also before you do meditations, do some stretchings, do some yoga. This will help you to relax your body muscles. And when your body muscles are relaxed, they don't create this, how you call it, in your head, these neurons. They don't. When a muscle is stretched, it creates always impulses, and it's stretched because of the brain activity. And when you release those muscles, the muscles are released, and the neuron activity in the brain are released also. They stop stretching that muscle, stop using that muscle. So you have to release them. Yoga would be something similar, but not similar, something similar to acupuncture. It uses your muscles to acupuncture your brain to like, hey, this was tense, release this muscle. Hey, this was tense, release that muscle. And your tightness in the brain will be just released. And also these chemical changes in your balance and give you a more. So, and question number 5 today is whether and if, how to tell whether and if this is information that is coming, or this is just my mind activity, whatever you are doing, whatever you are meditating. And these are the things why I recommend to do 1 to 2 hour no-thought meditations, because then people learn to do to distinct the mind or to quiet down the mind, and they have learned this, and they have become the observers of the mind. And you consist basically of 2 things. One is your energy body, who is the observer of these moments, what are going on. It constantly observes. It doesn't think, it just observes. And there is this chatter, this noise in your head, in your brains, in your energy body, in your whatever the field those chatter may happen. And so you observe this noise. But this state is always common, always present, never judging, always allowing. And this chatter is like going on. And this chatter may imagine that I'm receiving information. This is maybe the information. This is maybe the information. This is maybe the information. But once you have felt the observer, or when you are in the observing meditation for a while, and you have learned that you can observe this chatter, you realize that you can release this chatter, and the noise becomes the smallest, or maybe it just depletes until emptiness. And all that's left is just you're observing your energy, and let's say you just observe energy. and you start questioning, and you start, receiving understanding, because your energy body, your soul, is always connected with the higher. So this chatter doesn't take your attention anymore. It's just you alone, just the observer, and everything, and all those questions that are in the observer in the relaxed state become answered. So you, or maybe day to day in your daily life, they become just out of nowhere answered. Just out of nowhere it came. So this chatter didn't block yourself. This chatter didn't block your mind flow. This chatter didn't block the energy flow. So what happens at that point is you become relaxed, you become sensational, and all of a sudden you have a question like, hey, why did that happen in my life? Just like boom. No thoughts. Sometimes no images. No thinking processes. Just an understanding. And you're like, oh, that's interesting. And the difference is you don't hear a voice. You don't feel the thought patterns. But what you do feel is out of nowhere, this sensation described me so many things. Out of nowhere, this feeling told me. Out of nowhere, this feeling, I just understand it. It didn't happen just in a second. But it's difficult sometimes to put this into words for others. So this is the fifth question. So no noise in your head, no thoughts in your head, and just an understanding. You receive just an understanding that is difficult for sometimes to describe. So just an understanding is received. And this is the point of gathering higher wisdom, or becoming like a guru, or becoming like this is the state of meditation, which many people through meditations attend and become like gurus, become like masters, become like wisdoms, receive wisdom. And this is such a thing, I think, is only attained through deep meditations, deep quietness meditations, deep, you understood. And so the information about, well, I think I already answered most of these questions, but in the simple sixth question is, what is meditation? And I received this information, but I forgot it because I was sharing so much information right now. But I forgot it, how it was exactly received, what was told. But meditation is in one word, 2 words, or maybe 3 words. Feeling the self. I think in English, this word, the self, is really the closest thing to what I could possibly find. Feeling the self. In your body, it is the self, you, which is the energy body. How you can tell which is the energy body, which is the you, is you can tell it if you ask this question, who am I? You get this feeling. You don't receive any answers. Yeah, you're like a soul and you're incarnated and your brain works, blah, blah, blah. You have just this quietness feeling. This self is just an energy field, a consciousness energy field, which is lowered into you. And it's constantly observing this moment, feeling presence of this moment, feeling the ongoing things of these moments. The goal of meditation is to become more of this observer. It's not like goal that you want to avoid everything else. It's the goal that you become aware that you are the self. Become aware of you are the self. So the opposite is the self hasn't any personality, but the opposite would be always something going on. Always want to do this, achieve this, go that, receive that, la 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 la, and everything that distracts you from the feeling of now, everything that distracts you from the feeling of this now state. So the ultimate goal of meditation is to become aware of the self, to become closer to the self, to become present to the self, and to feel the self, to feel the self, to feel yourself, to feel your true self, to feel who you actually are. And well, these are the things we become constantly aware of when we die. We become constantly aware of our body disattaches, our part of our personality disattaches, and we become like, whoa, 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 I'm still alive? Who am I? What's going on? And like, wow, this is so interesting. And well, basically, depending on each and every one of us, our energy, our karmic energies, our emotions, you would say, the afterlife can, or the path to the afterlife can happen in varieties of experiences. But the most commonly, if you have been really aware of the self through meditations, if you have been also have had many out-of-body experiences, like conscious out-of-body experiences, I believe you'll find that there is no difference between going outside of the body or just having a death experience. So, in simple words, meditation is the pathway back to the self. But many people use meditation to just feel better, to just feel joyful, to just feel happier, to just feel excited. And this is everything is fine, because their true self is joyful, fine, and happy all the time. So when they are more in this deep, this energy meditative state, they become more connected with the higher energy, and thus then they just amplify their own experience in this life. So I think this is it about those top questions about meditation. I hope I answered some of them to you, and thank you for watching. There are some people online. I will just wait for a couple of minutes. If you have any questions, you can just write them down, and I will just read them. If you have, if you know, that's fine. You know, many people after meditations don't have any questions anymore. It's just a thank you. No, thank you too. Anyway, so meditate in the music, meditate for a longer period to find quietness, and meditate to have joy, and meditate to feel more joyful in your life. And all these positive energies will cleanse completely everything. All of those sad questions, all of those sad feelings, all of those depressive feelings or energies that you don't feel are common with you. Don't try to, don't be that much of trying to, through meditation, understand your lowered energy. Why is it? Just allow the positive energy to flow, and it will cleanse out everything. Just allow happiness to come to your meditations. Allow just a deep inner peace or deep smile to come to you in meditation. Just feel comfortable and pleasurable in your meditations. Feel joyful in your meditations. And also music can help you to do this. Lotus position can help you to do this. And you yourself can only allow yourself to experience this. So only also allow yourself to be part of meditative state. So see you guys soon. I sometimes think this is like a reflective thinking for me, like a hello sir, hello sir. I think I've been one, or I'm still having a one lifetime where I'm some kind of a lieutenant in an army. Yes sir, positive sir. Yes, I will shoot everybody down. Yes sir, I don't have no thinking of myself. I don't have no conscious thinking, I'm brainwashed. Yes sir, I will do the command that you wish. I'm trained to feel the commands. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, I will do the meditation. Yes sir, I will not try to feel peace in meditation. Yes sir, I will just sit down. Yes sir, done. Yes sir, bye sir. Bye sir.